Hello everyone. Welcome back to Intelek 独特教室. I am Ms. Chloe. Today, we are going to explore one of the most fundamental topics in Form 1 science, cellular respiration and photosynthesis. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how living things produce and use energy. Let's get started. First, let's talk about plants. Unlike animals, plants are autotrophs, meaning they can produce their own food. This amazing process is called photosynthesis. Think of plants as natural factories that turn raw materials into energy. How does this factory work? It follows a specific chemical equation. Carbon dioxide and water, in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, react to produce glucose and oxygen. Remember, without light and chlorophyll to capture that energy, photosynthesis cannot happen. So, what happens to the glucose? It is the plant's primary food source, but plants often produce more than they need immediately. The excess glucose is converted into starch for storage. You can find these starch reserves in the leaves, branches, roots, and even seeds. Where exactly does this happen? Inside the chloroplast. As you can see in the diagram, it has a complex structure with an outer and inner membrane, containing thylakoids and a fluid called stroma. This is the specialized site where the magic of photosynthesis occurs. In the lab, we often test for the presence of starch to prove photosynthesis has occurred. Step 1 is to immerse a leaf in boiling water. This is crucial because it breaks the cell walls and softens the leaf tissue. Step 2 involves transferring the leaf into a tube of ethanol to remove the chlorophyll. Safety note, we must use a hot water bath because ethanol is highly flammable and should never be heated over an open flame. Removing the green pigment allows us to see color changes clearly later on. In step 3, we rinse the leaf in hot water again to remove the ethanol and re-soften it. Finally, in step 4, we add iodine solution. If starch is present, the brown iodine will change to a dark blue color. How do we prove plants need carbon dioxide? We use sodium hydroxide, which is a chemical that absorbs CO2 from the air. In experiments, leaves deprived of CO2 fail to produce starch, proving it is a necessary raw material. To test the need for light, we cover part of a leaf with black paper. After several hours of sun exposure, only the uncovered parts turn dark blue with iodine. This proves that sunlight is essential for starch formation. What about chlorophyll? We use a variegated leaf, which has both green and non-green parts. After the starch test, only the green parts, where chlorophyll was present, turn dark blue. No chlorophyll means no photosynthesis. Now, let's switch gears to cellular respiration. While plants make food, all living cells must break down that food to release energy. This process is basically how your body recharges its batteries to keep you moving and growing. The equation for respiration is glucose plus oxygen carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. This energy production happens in the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. Notice how this equation is essentially the reverse of photosynthesis. These two processes create a beautiful, interdependent cycle. The glucose and oxygen produced during photosynthesis are used by the mitochondria for respiration. In return, respiration releases carbon dioxide and water, which the chloroplasts then use to start the cycle all over again. That wraps up our lesson on cellular energy exchange. I hope this helps you ace your next science exam. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and follow Intelek 独特教室 Ms. Chloe for more science tips. See you in the next one. Happy studying!